Oh, that feels great.
I just ordered some of those.
That feels phenomenal.
Gotcha.
And so picking the right t-shirt is a big part of it.
You do not want to cheap out with the blank.
You don't, because then also like if it feels crappy, if it doesn't feel good, the end user is not going to want to wear it again.
I am here today at Heat Press Nation, one of the largest heat press companies in Southern California. So let's go check out their machines and get a tee printed.
Okay, so then more recently.
Great.
So this is our new showroom. So this is
Awesome.
like in our old showroom is where we would have like, because we serve like there's like two separate markets for heat pressing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys have like a huge variety of customers. You have like startups, huge industries ordering like tens of thousands,
Definitely.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for us, same thing. Like we have our entry-level customers who are literally just getting started with t-shirt printing.
Yeah.
And so they're probably looking at presses in like the $300 to $600 range, maybe even up to $1,000. They're gonna spring for a press and invest in their small business. So we have all those products like over there in that building. And then there's a whole, I mean, there's a big gap for sure. But then you have like the enterprise customers, like they're starting like a commercial print shop, or they're scaling up,
definitely.
or they're already maybe screen printing, or they're already doing other things, but they want to incorporate heat transfer into their business. And they're looking at presses like to start like 1,500, 2,500.
Okay.
We have some, this one right here is about like 4,000. We got some like $10,000 press, like, so this place gives us an opportunity to showcase kind of the more advanced,
Higher end stuff.
yes,
Yeah,
higher
that
end
makes
stuff,
sense.
like those, like that printer at the end right there is like 14, I think it's like 14K or something like that.
wow.
Yeah, and then we have another setup which we can walk over there and show you guys. That printing setup is gonna run something like 20,000. But they're starting that business because they're gonna be getting into like easy, like a 6-figure revenue.
Yeah,
so
they're already
it's
established, it's a bigger company.
right, yeah. So that's what we have here. So we have some samples that we could press here. You want to see the other set?
Yeah,
So yeah,
definitely.
so actually really quick, I'll give you guys a peek in here.
Awesome, let's check
So
this out.
this building serves as also like our media area. So we shoot like full tutorials,
wow.
unboxings,
Got a whole
prints.
studio in here.
Yeah. So
This
this
is
is our
awesome.
studio right now. This one, I think this is gonna be out by the time this video comes out, maybe.
Okay.
So this is and if not, it's not a big deal. Sure color. So this is a UV printer, which is new for us. This is for like hard
is a UV
surfaces.
printer. Okay, awesome. So this is also something you guys offer?
Yes, yes. So this is brand new. It's not on our site yet, but it will be like this week or next week or something like that.
Cool.
So we're shooting all the marketing content, full tutorials. So that's one thing we're big on is how to use the equipment,
Definitely.
right?
Yeah.
We're gonna sell you a heat press. We're gonna show you how to use it.
Okay,
And
that's awesome.
we offer free lifetime tech support on all of our presses.
Yeah.
So like whoever buys from us, like we have their back. We're gonna make sure that they're
That's
covered,
awesome.
that they're
So,
successful.
Look
pressing.
out, look out for that one. For sure.
Yeah. So this is on the table right now. We're in the middle of that shoot.
Yeah, this is awesome.
But everything, you'll notice like everything's on wheels because we move things in and out so much. And then this is our large format set back here. And so this is like an extension of our warehouse.
Yeah, it's huge
we
in here.
host some of the I don't want to say slower moving products, but the products that like we don't need as frequently. It's like overflow comes in here. So this is our production area. This is like where everything goes.
Yeah. Now,
But
I see this tank behind me.
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell me something about this one? What is this?
Yeah, so this is the Epson Sure Color G6070 and it's paired with the Miro 36. So with this printer right here, it has on the back, it has a 36-inch wide roll of film on there. And in fact, we printed some stuff for you guys here.
Awesome, great.
So we have
we'll get
some
that printed out.
SmartBlanks transfers that we ganged up on here. We printed it on that big old thing, so we just got to get. We'll cut them down right now. But yeah, so we're able to print a bunch of stuff on here, and so this right here, like, this large format printer is gonna pair really nice. You see we have some double station heat presses. For this is, a lot of people, what they're doing is they're just selling the transfers.
Yeah.
Or they're using this because they're like, yeah, we're getting orders for like 500 t-shirts. And instead of screen printing it, they're printing it with direct to film. And so you need a big kahuna like this one to put it out. And we're getting, depending on what you're printing, your print quality, we're getting like between 80 and like 140. It really depends.
Oh, wow.
But 80 to 140 square feet per hour.
Yeah.
Which is really huge.
T-shirt wise, what do you think is the volume you could do with a machine like this?
Oh, dude, it depends on how long you want to print. Because I mean, you could run these things all day. Some people are running them for like 12 hours a day. You just constantly you're printing gang after gang.
Yeah.
So realistically, with T-shirts, if you have like a crew and someone's running the printer and then someone else is running the heat press, dude. We haven't ran it at max capacity just yet, but easily you could be doing thousands of pieces a day. Okay. Yeah, thousands of pieces a day. Again, and that depends on how much staff you have to run it. If you're a one-man operation, which is not out of the question for this kind of machinery to have one person running it and then pressing, that's gonna slow you down a little bit.
Gotcha.
But depending on your staff, I mean, hundreds of pieces for sure. But depending on how many staff you're running, how many shifts you're running, just one machine, one print setup, and then probably the double station that we have set up front, or even a pneumatic double station like this one, where it's powered by an air compressor.
Oh,
that's gonna get you. Yeah, we have kind of the bigger batter version up front, which we'll be demoing right now. But yeah, something like this is how you get one person to print like hundreds of shirts a day.
So I've never seen this. So this is. What exactly is this? Because that looks like a traditional heat press right behind you.
Yes, so this has been like our flagship model for a really long time. This is the Signature Series. This is what I've had for the past, like at my house for the past 10 years.
Awesome.
Right, so this is a killer machine. And it's pretty standard. Everybody knows, like, okay, it's a heat press, you press it, it opens on its own. This one's cool because it has a slide out, so you're not burning your hands. It's really awesome. But you're one person at a time, one shirt at a time. Yeah. Once you move to a double station, you're able to load one shirt over here, get it prepared while you're pressing another one. So with this one, you're preparing, you're positioning, and you're pressing one at a time.
Yeah.
With this one, it literally doubles your time because once you get into a flow, you could load it pretty fast. And that time is usually about how long it takes to press.
Yeah, you're getting 2 printed each time.
So it's doubling your output. And again, pairing something like this with what we'll show you over there. We have a few direct-to-film transfers that we printed for you guys. We also have some screen print transfers that are very popular. And that's really how you're just gonna like max the heck out of your output.
That's awesome, super cool.
So like if someone's running a big shop, they're printing like 100 feet at a time or more.
Yeah.
And so what you do is, if you wanna keep your orders together, so it's like, okay, so this is one order, right? So what you do is you're gonna get this, find the end of it.
So these are all different brands, all different types of prints.
Yeah, depending on what your customers are ordering or what they have to print for their shop. And so this is, and I know this because I set up the print job. So this is the break, this is one job, this is another job. Oh, and that's why I kept my roll of tape here. It doesn't really do anything. It just keeps it from rolling off the table.
Gotcha, okay.
And so then you trim it, right? And now this is gonna go off to either one customer or we're gonna set this aside and this is gonna be one print job. Cool. So then we already know, like, because of what they ordered, like what t-shirts to pull from inventory. Yeah. And then we'll further trim this down on like a little trimmer like this, get that cut down to size, and then we could take it over to the press. So, but this is how people are making their money with direct to film, is they're printing these large orders, right? Yeah. So in some cases, what they'll do is they'll put this in a shipping tube and just ship this to somebody, and that person's pressing it onto their SmartBlanks t-shirts, right?
Yeah, you're able to get a lot more volume out of one run.
Exactly, and so now, here's the next order, or the next job. Maybe you have multiple customers ordering lots of shirts at one time, and this customer only ordered like 4 shirts. So we're gonna trim it right here.
I see that SmartBlanks logo coming up.
Yes, sir. When you're working with a printer this big, you have to be efficient. There are smaller printers that are better for like one-offs, but for a huge like commercial printer like this, you want to like cram a few jobs into each run. Yeah. You know, and so this is gonna go to another customer for theirs. And now here we have these beautiful SmartBlanks transfers. And I usually have another table for these ones. So what we'll do is we'll roll this. Actually, I think this is the end. Yeah.
Perfect.
So now we can trim this here. And usually we'll start with big, rough trims like that. And so now we have all these graphics, and they come out really, really clean. Like we even have like fine text right here. Comes out super crisp. The colors are nice and bright.
After you get this film prepped, how much does the blank affect how detailed this print comes out?
Ooh, that's so. When you're working with blanks, what we found is like when you're working with like carded cotton that maybe has like a low single count. Yeah. Like I've seen stuff in like the 12 single count. Yeah. You know, which depending on what you're doing, like if for different print methods that works good. For direct to film, it's pretty forgiving. But what we'll notice is the finish on the actual shirt is, the shirt is affected because because direct to film is pretty thin. If it's like a loose, like again, like a low single count carded cotton, you can see that texture through the film. Yeah. But if we're working with something with like a higher single count, I think it's like I wanna say it's like the 402, the premium. Yeah. Like that's gonna have a higher single count. It's gonna be like a ring-spun cotton. So it's just gonna lay like more flat. It's gonna look more smooth. It's just gonna look a little bit better. Yeah. And for most people, they wouldn't notice by look, but you know, the person who owns the shirt notices. Yeah. Like they hold the shirt, they love how it feels, but they see it, you know? For sure. Yeah. So it's making little decisions like that, like choosing the right garment that like, some people might say it doesn't matter, but it does matter. So it's the accumulation of all these little decisions that produces like a high quality product. Gosh. And so picking the right t-shirt is a big part of it.
You do not want to cheap out with the product.
You don't, because then also like if it feels crappy, if it doesn't feel good, the end user is not gonna want to wear it again. Yeah, for sure. Like garbage t-shirts, like they get worn once and tossed. You want people to wear it and wear it and wear it and wear it to death.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because then they'll buy another one.
Exactly.
So that's why you can't cheap out on a shirt.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's great to know.
The UH77 in the mineral wash. Dude, I love that shirt. My customers love that shirt.
So this is the UH77.
Yeah.
This is going to be in one of our other vintage colors.
Oh, dude.
So we'll throw this one on and see how it comes out.
Yeah, so what we'll do, if we want to run it like max capacity, like you're at a print shop that they're cranking shirts, right? So while one is getting set up, and what we usually do is we'll do a pre-press, right? So I'm gonna set up this t-shirt here. Collar hanging right off the edge.
Getting it centered, making sure it's perfectly in the middle? Okay.
So, and I've done this a gazillion times, so I'm pretty, quick at loading it centered. But if somebody is not, if they're new to it, what you do is you just load it on, make sure the collar's hanging right off the edge, grab the armpits, and then you can kind of use your hands. Like if it's coming up this high on this hand, you want it about that far on that hand,
so
right?
just make sure that even on both sides, even on the top.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then on this machine, we'll do we'll do a pre-press for 10 seconds. And while that's sitting there, I would load my next shirt.
Got it, okay.
And so then while it's doing its thing, I'm loading my next shirt, centering it, getting that one ready.
And now you're getting two of them out at the same time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because if you're on a single press, the 10 seconds while it's pre-pressing, I'm not doing anything else. It's focused on one shirt.
Got it.
Whereas with just having that second platform, it's still one heater, right?
Yeah.
But just having the second platform, now I at least have a workspace that's ready, so we're able to crank. So I'm gonna get that other transfer here.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, this one looks really cool. So.
Now, quick question before we put the transfer on. How does pre-pressing change the treatment, change the press?
It's a great question. So pre-pressing does two main things. It eliminates the wrinkles and the moisture, and then it flattens out any of the shirt fibers. Now this is a really good shirt. It's rings, everything's already pretty flat on it.
But I can definitely notice it's super flat right here. It took out all of the wrinkles that it had when it came out of the box.
Yeah, so the wrinkles are a big thing. So wrinkles and then also moisture.
Yeah.
We're in SoCal, like it's a little humid today. And so we just wanna make sure that the shirt is completely dry. Moisture is kind of the enemy of our transfer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super cool.
So wrinkles and moisture.
No idea that was even a thing. So that's
Yeah.
very cool. So we're basically heating the moisture out of the t-shirt to make
Mm-hmm.
sure the print lays on nicer.
Yeah, wrinkles, moisture, and then making sure it's perfectly flat. Like you're setting yourself up for success. Some people skip the pre-press, and I don't think it's an immediate notice, but again, it's one of those little tiny decisions you make that contribute to the
Sets you
overall
apart,
success.
yes.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's on the details, man. So,
Yeah, definitely.
so that's why we pre-press. And so now to load it, and this is where everybody might have like different opinions, like, oh, I want it to sit high on the back, low on the back. It's all up to your eye.
Yeah.
So someone seeing this might say, hey, you put it a little high, a little low. You know, where I would put this, especially for like a large kind of oversized shirt, I would not too close to the center, but I'd drop it a little bit from the top. So since our collar is hanging off the top here, we're already a few inches below the neckline. And so I would want this to start, me personally, probably just right below like the shoulder line.
Yeah. Right around the upper chest area.
Yeah, so it's gonna be right about there.
Got it.
Right?
Okay.
And if I was gonna do like 500 of these shirts for a local brand, what I would do is I would mock it up on a either have a model come in, have them wear it, have them send me their mock-up. There's a few ways to determine that.
See what their exact placement is.
Exactly, and then literally measure it. And some people, what they'll do is they'll put like a laser marker to get it consistent every time.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, but if you're in a shop, you're doing like 5 shirts, or you're doing like a custom shirt, like you have like 10 different custom orders. General practices, you probably want to go about an inch or two below the edge.
Awesome.
And that's gonna put you pretty nice every time. But again, depending on your customer, that's when you kind of fine tune your process and you give it the treatment that it deserves. And then for centering, we could do that fold center trick if you want to. Another thing that's a little faster, especially for like a symmetrical design like this, is what I'll do is like I'll eyeball it first, and then I'll use my fingers. Right, and I know that
even on both sides.
Yeah, because this one's coming in right about 4 fingers on either side, and yeah. So if it's 4 fingers from the left, and 4 fingers from the right, it's equidistant from either edge. That's why we center the shirt to the plate first, so then we could center our transfer to the plate, and then everything's centered. Okay. Yeah. So then we're doing that, and then of course if customers want to use an alignment tool or a laser or a ruler, go for it.
Yeah.
I've done this enough to where I'm pretty confident in doing this method. Another step that you may or may not want to include, depending on your speed, is a cover sheet.
Yeah.
We usually recommend using like a sheet of parchment paper for every press. It's not necessary on this initial press, so I'll bring this over and I'll press it. And the thing I love about this press is if you're pressing 500 shirts a day, you're just pushing buttons. So it's really easy. Yeah.
No manual push down, nothing like that.
Yeah, which is great. Like this machine, like it has a manual pull down and automatic open.
Yeah.
Which is great if you're doing a few shirts a day. But if you're doing like 100, like you're gonna get tired.
Yeah, of course.
And so now this shirt, this is ready to go. Just peel it off nice and smooth.
Oh, wow, look at that.
And there it is. Super easy. And then now what we do recommend is doing a post press. And for that, we do recommend getting a sheet of parchment paper. Again, if you're a high production shop, you're probably not, they'll have a roller with a little cutter on it and they just boom, boom, so they get easy rib every time. So, set up your shop for your process and then we'll just do this. 10 seconds is like the magic number for working with these specific transfers.
Yeah.
10-second pre-press.
So now what exactly is this extra step doing?
So this is just making sure we have the transfer like fully embedded into the shirt for one.
Yeah.
And then for two, we call it the finishing press. What's cool is, so with parchment paper, it's just gonna give it like a nice matte finish, right? And this is completely done. This is ready to ship. It's ready to wear. That's completely done right there.
There we go, look at that. That looks awesome.
Yeah, so post-pressing it or giving it the finishing press is gonna give it a matte finish.
Yeah.
Retail ready.
This is awesome, and this has so many. We're gonna have to do a medium because now I need one to take home.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So this looks amazing. Wow, thank you guys.
Yeah, for sure. And then so for the front, another cool thing about direct to garment is it's a pretty resilient transfer. So if we want to press like a front logo, you could load the whole thing on, and technically the back would be getting pressed 3 more times or 2 more times.
Yeah.
But with a press like this, another thing that you could do is you could just load the shirt like this, and this is how screen printers load their shirts, right?
Yeah.
So you could do it this way,
And
where
you're doing this because you wouldn't want to press the shirt 2 more times for the front one and ruin the back.
Right. It actually wouldn't ruin the back, but if we just want to like preserve like maximum integrity of the transfer, you know, we could do it this way.
So again, one of those details that sets you apart a little bit.
Right. Like if we put this shirt on the rack in a store, nobody would know that the back got pressed an extra 2 times. Nobody would know. But it's just it's one of those little tiny decisions you make that, again, it contributes to the overall like.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and so then if you're doing left chest, well, actually the triangle point is perfectly centered, so I don't need to do that center trick because that's gonna let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so what, and again, everybody has a different opinion on where to place it, but a general thing that works is you line the center up with the edge of the collar, right? And I'm doing this kind of the lo-fi way. People, again, lasers if you're printing like hundreds of these.
Yeah.
So we'll like drop it down about, for me it's 4 fingers, but it's about 2-3 inches below the chest. Now, in streetwear, and this is like a kind of the heavier blank, what we notice is so this is corporate placement right here, right?
Yeah.
If we were doing these shirts for like Best Buy or whatever, like they would want it right there.
On the chest, yeah.
Yeah, but what we notice is that for streetwear, they're going a little lower. So if I'm 4 fingers here, I'm gonna add about an extra 1.5 inches at least, and then I'm also gonna go over about another 1 to 1.5 inches. And that's what we're noticing. That's more of the streetwear, like where yours is placed right there. Like that's like a more modern placement for left chest.
Definitely.
Where if I placed it in the corporate placement, it would end up like up here, right?
Makes sense.
It's not your look.
Got it. Okay.
So for here, so we're gonna go a little bit lower, a little bit further out, and we're just gonna bring this over.
Let's do it.
Now the front, I'm not gonna pre-press it because the whole shirt was on when I pre-pressed it at first. So there's no moisture, it's flat, like it's perfect. So the front's good to go. We don't need to pre-press, yeah.
And then you can see the timer on there counting down.
Yeah.
It's super fast. It's still under 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then these can be either like hot peel or warm peel. For hot peel, I always get nervous because if you don't do it right, like part of it will live. So if you just wait a few seconds, and you can just peel like normal.
Let it cool down a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh,
and then it peels nice and clean.
Look at that.
Yeah. And then parchment's usually good to reuse for a few hits. So I'll just bring this same piece back.
Let's do it.
Parchment, I'm usually using it about 5 hits and then swapping it out.
Awesome.
And then for safety, we have the two buttons so that way you don't accidentally put it when something's on there, so it's a safety feature. And then this button sends it back. And we're done. This shirt, the transfer is gonna last I would say at least 50 washes before you start seeing
Oh, really?
Yeah, signs of heavy wear and tear. Now, if you're washing it hot water, hot dryer, and in the dryer you're also throwing all your denim, okay, maybe it'll grind it down a little faster. But man, we have shirts that we've had for years with these transfers and they're still looking good. And maybe after about a year or 2, you might start to see a little crack on a solid block of coverage right here, this photo. After about a year or 2, you might see tiny cracks, but if this was any other print method, you'd see that a lot sooner.
Yeah, and I mean, you're sort of paying for that with the detail that you're getting. It's I mean, you get what you want. So it really, the detail just looks awesome in this. So you're definitely gonna be seeing this in the SmartBlanks showroom. Yeah,
it came out super crisp too. All the letters and stuff. Of course, you gotta start with good graphics. Yeah. You want to make sure you're getting your high resolution images, which of course you guys gave us, so that worked out really good. But
and the high quality film that we saw back there. So,
yes.
So combination of things.
High quality garment, of course. Yeah. So this shirt, if we gave it to somebody, we told them, hey, wear this every day, every week, whatever, right? This will last a really, really long time.
That's great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
And that was Heat Press Nation running on SmartBlanks. If you're building a brand or getting a tee printed, it starts with a blank. Shop smart.